Hello everybody and welcome to today's match. Mexico against South Africa. Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately. Hello everybody and welcome to today's match.
Hi.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station. Substitution on the field. Number 10, Neymar. Number 11, Yankolo. Coming on the field, number 7, Yamal. Number 23, Batistuta. Substitution in progress. There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Neymar, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about.
That looks a good ball through, and he's picked out the run. There's the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, cracking ball. That is Stuta! It's hit the upright. Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's missed a very good chance there. He might have got a little too much on that.
Looking for options for movement. And Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bangladesh with the corner, there first. Neymar plays it short. And he's gone backward here. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Beckenbauer with the clearance. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Yamal. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. That's Batistuta. Great vision. Oh, that is a... He's having a shot! And there's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Borussia Dortmund. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip, but...
And the shot! Marquez. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Bangladesh are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Messi. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Roberto Carlos. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Batistuta. That has been cut short.
There will be 3 minutes.
Costa Curta gets it away. Marquez. Neymar. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
And now,
So that was the
please turn
first half,
towards the
and we
screen
will be
for a
back with the
special
second half
presentation
shortly.
featuring our guest performers today. Substitutions taking place.
Down to business again. Bangladesh come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. And it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. He's picked his way through. Nicely shaped cross.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He leaps for it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Thuram gathers from the goal kick. Just about within shooting range. Bangladesh, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon. Shot, surely! And he should have made it 4.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
That's a little off target. Maradona. Defending was strong and firm. Neymar looking to add to his goal. Played in, but oh, good effort! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Maradona. Bangladesh perhaps contemplating their next change here. Chance! It's a goal! They are playing them off the park. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Chance for a shot! Now, oh, what has happened here? Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 6.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Batistuta, number 18. Maradona, number
Can he get on the end of this?
Neymar.
Space for him to turn and look.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Number 7, Erling Haaland. Number 15, Luis Diaz.
And here's Harun.
Number 22, Schneider.
And played the... Tries a shot! It's
Griezmann.
loose now and they want to get it back.
Number 2, Rijkaard. Substitution.
That's been... And the shot! And that's past the post.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Bangladesh really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And that has left him in a heap. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. Aimed beyond the defence.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's gone direct here. And it's Robertson. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Flings in across. And that's that. Bangladesh suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez, because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an out ball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind opposition defences. And that doesn't mean he'll actually hold his position centrally. He loves to go and drift to either flank, and he can easily take on a fullback and beat him.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. That's been cut out, well played. Kokchu. And here's Drogba. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! He's scored! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Drogba demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Bangladesh finding themselves unexpectedly behind. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Drogba! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Drogba deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Vitinha does really well there, he is strong. Under an awful lot of pressure.
Bangladesh are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Dundee United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Raul. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Carlos certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, that's ambitious. Denied by an instinctive save.
Pepe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Raya claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Drogba. That ball looks a good one. Raul. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rashid has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Very nicely done. And this is Romario. Big chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Bangladesh go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. We're on the move again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Bangladesh do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Rijkaard. Pepe. And it's O'Shea. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kukçu is always looking to break lines all the way back. Quarter of an hour into the second half. That's really well cleared. And he's had it nicked away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's well spotted. And he thumps it clear. Rijkaard. Bangladesh, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Rijkaard. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Neymar. Neymar! That is good alertness.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's managed to get free. And it's Kukçu. Looking for a... Can he finish? And that really should have been that.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And that should get the job done. Bangladesh very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world at doing this.
Yeah. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Bangladesh finding themselves unexpectedly behind. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gerrard succumbs to the pressure. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. He is through here, hoisted in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
That'll be a throw-in. No way through. Neymar, driven in. Oh, great leap! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, that's fabulous. In with the challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Dani Olmo! Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And again they hit the front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona have their lead. A slightly better... He's gone for goal! Drogba. Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. De Ligt clears it away. Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
There will be three.
Oh, good line! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that signals the end of the first period. Bangladesh are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Substitution.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Bangladesh clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He's found a way through. Can he finish? Spread out to the left. And it's Rijkaard. There's the shot! Goes looking wide.
Kohler really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Takes a shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Can he get it through? And this is Roberto Carlos. Tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He leaps for it! No, not the best of headers. Bangladesh are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ronaldinho.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Ronaldinho. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Romario clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Getting up there! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Bangladesh found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question, how long is there left, including stoppages?
So will they make it count again?
Coming on the field, number 18, Messi. Number 22,
Terrific effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Gerrard. And that will be the final act. Bangladesh have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Kohler claiming the... So this is a story of survival, a series of poor results, and they are left on the very brink. However, all is not lost just yet. A win here, and they will still have their seat at the table. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well, that's Batistuta! Oh, glorious Batty goal!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
So
and Romario! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Romario! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Bangladesh get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative.
Shapes to shoot! O'Shea, lovely pass, but can he get there? And the through ball. Dixon. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho. It's a pretty loose pass. Bangladesh, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. O'Shea. Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Yamal. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Yamal.
That was lovely, that.
Aimed at the fast. He's rising! Goal! But that is not going to count.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Messi, and he... Chance for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Bangladesh really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shot could be on. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Ball in towards the middle. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Picked out, and the shot! Bastoni clears it away. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
OK, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And this is Romario! Now, who's going to be first to this? Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
A quick reminder today,
Bangladesh currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Bangladesh really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
De Bruyne. Bangladesh do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Throw it. And it's O'Shea. Now this could be a chance. De Bruyne driving forward. The ball goes in. Bangladesh needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
628.
Yamal. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. Bangladesh really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the cross comes in.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 7.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 20, Didier Drogba.
That looks a decent ball. What a save by David Raya!
Stojkovic coming on the field. Number 13, Mbappe.
It's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Owen with the header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Tries to play it through. Raya claims comfortably.
Bangladesh really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is Roberto Carlos. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, super find. It's Griezmann! And that is quite wonderful. He's got himself an absolute peach. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Bangladesh really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Desperate defending required here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Good take, and is he gets the shot away! And he's there to belt it away. And the number on the board is 3. And that is expertly dealt with. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the...
Decent chance! And that is well cleared. Spread it left. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's being urged to shoot. Now the cross. He leaps for it! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Drogba. Spread to the right. And he's there to clear it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That's going wide left.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nicely weighted ball. Romario.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maldini. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely shaped ball. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now it's Drogba, approaching the half-hour mark. Drogba is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Thuram. Marquez. Thuram. And the return pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Costa Curta. Costa Curta makes a move down the right. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Romario bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And if you
Bangladesh finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're underway for the second half.
Bangladesh really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It is a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Terrific effort! He will be livid with himself. Hernandez. Mateus. Bangladesh do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
That's a sharp pass. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Bangladesh still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Aimed at the far side.
That's good defensive concentration.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Now here's the delivery, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Bangladesh really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
This is a promising build-up, and it's Messi. And that's a dangerous ball. Messi flashes it across, and this is Drogba. Drogba ploughing through the middle. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that's been cut out, well played. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's...
Shot a goal! Not a bad try by any means. Ambrosini. Messi. Oh, that is a nice touch.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Time and again they are repelled. Van Dijk. And it's Messi.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Eto'o, real chance! And he's straight offside.
Barcelona nearly
Substitutions
finished it
taking
off
place.
there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Neymar.
Two
That has been
minutes has
slung
been
wide.
indicated.
And he's managed to... Roberto Carlos! Conte, quality ball. So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
And he's decided to go for it. It's off target and by quite a way.
Portugal certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that's been won straight back. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That is ended up in no man's land. That's destined for the flank. First quarter of an hour gone. Bangladesh still without a single shot on target. Now it's Dembele. Portugal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And a shot! Deftly away. Raul takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Oh, nicely intercepted. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He's on it. Can he get away? He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Mbappe has a look and shoots! Goal!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rashid is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Romario. Raul.
Bangladesh can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Referee's given a throw. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. He's found a way through. Well, what about this cross? It is a corner. Bullish header! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
There will be
Gerrard,
1 minute at a
that
time.
is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Picked out brilliantly. Great chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. This possibly the last play of the half. That's a decent clearance. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Bangladesh are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Batistuta.
So right back into the action.
Romario.
Bangladesh can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Number 20, Griezmann.
Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep. Dembele! It's bounced back off the post. Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Batistuta. So much time and space here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that is well cleared. Griezmann was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Raul. And it's Batistuta. Pepe cuts it out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's been hooked away. Just about up to 75 minutes. That looks a good ball through. He is through here. And they're quick to get it back.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's ambitious. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Here it is, crossed in. So, what can they make of this? Look at the space here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Real chance! It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank.
Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
We have a great finisher here in Darwin Núñez. In my view, he's someone who...
He'll try from distance! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Messi really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
And we have our very first corner. He's rising! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And there is your opener. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Bayer Leverkusen have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
McAllister. No, that's been intercepted. Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Griezmann. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And this is Romario. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Goes for the shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. Silvestre. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Yamal. O'Shea. Griezmann, who does have an assist to his name. Griezmann. He's going for goal! Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. That pass has been well intercepted.
Bayer Leverkusen can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Looking for the run. Gerrard. Now it's Yamal. Pinches it off him. Madrid ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Goes looking wide. Serginho.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not the most convincing of passes. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Bayer Leverkusen leading by one at the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Bayer Leverkusen are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution.
Down to business again. Bayer Leverkusen currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bayer Leverkusen come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. And here's from Mario. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's been intercepted.
He read that.
And Romario! They want to be quick to recover this. Bayer Leverkusen are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make...
Tries a shot! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
It's shocking.
He's having a pop! Well, the first goal came from this. Played up towards the front line. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And again they hit the front. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Bayer Leverkusen leading now. Serginho, De Bruyne, and that's gone loose.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change.
And Batistuta! That's an imaginative pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Silvestre. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Quality ball. Serginho getting forward. Oh, sweet feet. Has crossed into the middle. And a chance! And that's a tidy finish. And right near the end, we have parity. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And yes, it's him again. Romario! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Paris Saint-Germain have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any run.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's off target. Oh, this is Romario. Oh, red, nice interception. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a pretty loose pass. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Yamal. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Punched away. Over to the right flank. Hakimi receives it in a wide position. Alonso. And he's quick to return it. Neymar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Now it's Messi, and this is Griezmann. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Yamal. Bangladesh yet to have an attempt on goal. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And he's following up! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The first significant strike. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Cannavaro. Paris Saint-Germain have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely feet. O'Shea.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Threads one in. O'Shea finding himself in space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Yamal. That's Gerrard.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Romario. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Neymar. He's through here. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Bangladesh go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Request for support.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitutions taking place.
So right back into the action.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bangladesh do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And it's De Bruyne. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Neymar. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's been cut out, well played.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And that's really well manoeuvred. Hakimi. Gerrard. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal gets into a good position. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Romario. Romario is flagged offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Batistuta. Looking for the run.
Bangladesh really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And this is Romario. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And there goes their last chance. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Marquez making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although...
Shot, surely! Zola. That's really well manoeuvred. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Shot a goal! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Bangladesh are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well-timed, excellent interception. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Great ball, and he's in here. Diaz! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Italy with the corner, they're first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
Bangladesh really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
And the shots! And again, he is at his elastic best. Corner number 2 then. Neymar with the short one. Solar. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tonali.
Bangladesh are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Oh, super find. He's having a hit! Oh, what has happened here? And that is well cleared. Zola does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Harun. That has been cut short. Neymar. Diaz. Tonali. And it's Neymar. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Chance for a shot! World class from Zola! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up now, and they are cruising. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
2 added minutes
Italy
has been
are
indicated.
sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any...
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank. And he's been shifted off it. Neymar.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Corner given.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Batistuta. Number 18, Romario. Number 21, Panes. Number 2, Nesta. Number 17,
Getting up there!
Conte. Coming
That's
on
a
the
fair
field.
try,
Number
but
11,
just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Number 5, Griezmann. Number 3, Bonucci. Number 9, Seedorf. Substitution.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is lovely. Oh, he's having a go! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Tries to play it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. No way through there. Silvestre aimed beyond the defence. Now who's going to be first to this? Marquez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now that looks a decent ball. Into the last quarter of an hour. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Dembele. Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And it's Griezmann!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not too much more here than Haaland! And yes, it's there! That was a given. It always was.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So could they be onto something here? Rijkaard.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Seedorf. Looking to play him in. And this is Griezmann.
Oh, good ball!
Decent chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Zola. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
That's the keeper's ball.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Harun, Messi. Now it's Romario. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now, can they get him away? Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Maldini. Well, that has not gone well.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Diaz is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Harun. And the pass is intercepted. Ronaldinho. Neymar. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Messi. Ronaldinho. And here's Messi. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. And this is Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Caught offside that time. Gerrard. Kimmich. Ronaldinho. Now it's Yamal. Pepe deals with that comfortably. And here's Romario. Now it's Romario. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Harun, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's Messi. Now it's Gerrard. That's really well manoeuvred. Marquez cuts out the pass. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 14, Yamal.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And he's there to belt it away. And no, that was never going to make it. Raya chooses to deal with it himself. Looking to play him in. Bangladesh do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's Gerrard! Drogba constantly looking for the ball into the box. Gerrard.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Romario. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Batistuta. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Gerrard. Now it's Romario. Just about up to 75 minutes. Thuram gets across to intercept that. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Romario. That pass isn't the best. Romario is herring after that one. Romario.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Picked out Neymar! It's a loose ball. And Romario! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's shifting through the... He's had a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Sweden with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Good ball, good take. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Defending of the desperate variety. Rijkaard cuts it out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He won't be happy with that one. Hernus. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? Pepe. And Iniesta. Quarter of an hour played. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Neymar. And this is Messi. Bangladesh still without a single shot on target. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Maldini. Now, can they get him away? Nicely weighted ball.
Sweden really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Rijkaard. Cafu spots it and intercepts. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. He's found a way through. Bangladesh ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi. And here's Neymar. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Taking place.
So the action resumes.
Bangladesh really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Bangladesh, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well timed, excellent interception. And here's from Mario. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Cantona, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Iniesta. No way through. Tries to play it through. Oh, that looks a cracking... Romario! Oh, it's gone in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Bangladesh have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's Gerrard! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Iniesta. Looking for the run. He's being urged to shoot.
Sweden really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Neymar. Romario. There's the shot! And a neat finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Bangladesh are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oh, it's hit the post! Not a bad try by any means.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Has been indicated.
Rijkaard. And it's Griezmann. Looking to play him in. There will be 4 extra minutes. And that's it. Bangladesh are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Romario voted man of...